Hello, everybody. Wow. Welcome
YouTube.
to our channel, YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it.
And I'm Ryan.
And I'm Sam.
Kind of messed up the flow there.
Yeah,
sorry
no,
about
I'm
that.
sorry.
I was so
just like-
excited about YouTube.
No, I loved the energy. Folks, we are here to get topical.
Topical daddy.
You love it when we throw our hat in the ring, when we
Yeah.
throw our 2 cents out there about topical happenings.
Yep. When people are talking
Woo.
on the internet, you know what we need? More people talking on the
Exactly.
internet.
More voices. It always helps, right? In all seriousness, there are certain subjects that we just feel compelled to talk about and we want to bring to our audience. We are never just throwing our thoughts out there hoping they catch.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking to you. So we are here to talk about the recent Ariana Grande news, but not actually Ariana Grande news. We are here to talk about the fact that we, as people, as humans, should not talk about other people's bodies.
So I guess we're going to use the conversation that's been happening in Ariana Grande's comment section and the subsequent video she made addressing it as a springboard, if you will, into a broader point that I think she is making, and to decouple this conversation from Ariana Grande, because I don't think that this conversation is just about Ariana Grande. I don't think this conversation should just be about Ariana Grande, but I do think that everyone who saw this video is probably only thinking about what this means in the context of Ariana Grande. So
Sure.
I'm just going to play. She made a long TikTok about it. It got like 17 billion views or whatever. I think 17 million probably, but
Probably.
still, I
Yeah.
don't think you can have 17 billion views. There aren't that many people here. I'm just going to play the part of the TikTok that we, I think, want to address the most.
For a little bit of context, this video that she posted is in response to people flooding her comments, commenting about her weight, her body from various viewpoints. So this is what she's addressing.
I think we should be gentler and less comfortable commenting on people's bodies, no matter what. If you think you're saying something good or well-intentioned, whatever it is, healthy, unhealthy, big, small, this, that, sexy, not sexy, we just shouldn't. We should really work towards not doing that as much.
So we talked earlier this week about how we have a whole bunch of videos banked for you guys because I'm about to go on the road. One of those videos that you have not seen yet but is coming is a video where Sam and I talk about etiquette and the difference between what is technically proper etiquette and what is actually polite. I think that this is a perfect example of the difference between etiquette and genuine politeness. I completely understand that people believe that they are saying something with good intentions when they comment on someone's body, even if it's positive. The fact of the matter is, whether you are saying a positive thing or a negative thing about someone else's body, it is impossible for them not to imprint on it, especially on the internet. If you say, oh my God, it looks like you're getting bigger. Oh my God, you're so brave. Oh my God, it's so nice to see someone just post their body unapologetically. Oh, girl, don't you ever eat a steak? Oh, girl, maybe stop eating steak. Whether it's mean or nice, shaming someone for the body that they have or praising someone for the body that they have contributes to the same unstoppable vortex of body dysmorphia and shame. It is never a good idea to comment on someone's body.
A lot of people, I've noticed, have a really hard time grasping the concept of not complimenting someone else's body. But the thing to keep in mind is, especially on the internet, you never have the context of what the other person is going through. I feel like I consistently say this online. Everything you see on the internet is a projected reality. So when you comment on someone's body on an Instagram post and it looks like they're having like a fun, fresh, fierce time and you think like, oh my God, girl, like you look so amazing. I would kill to look like that. You might be unintentionally affirming an eating disorder. You might be creating a desire for an eating disorder. You don't know what you're doing. And that is why it is best to just not comment. I cannot express how many times I have gotten comments on my body, obviously like on Instagram, that have made me notice things that I didn't even notice before. And yes, these I'm kind of talking about like the negative comments. I don't know how many times we have to say as a society that like you should never assume someone's pregnant, but like that is obviously the more negative side. I can vividly remember a picture I posted that I thought I just looked like glowing and ready for spring, like in a pretty sundress, and so many comments were like, "Oh my God, congratulations?" Question mark, question mark, like well-meaning, like, is this a soft launch pregnancy announcement? No. And like I spiraled after that, like just looking at that photo being like, oh my God, do I delete it? But like, I don't want to let them win. And on the opposite end of that, I have also posted photos that I just felt good in. And the comments are of the more positive vein, like, oh, it's just so refreshing to see real bodies. It's like, okay, I know what you're trying to do. I know that you are trying to pay a compliment and express a gratitude for an unfiltered version, but what is coming across is a horribly backhanded compliment of drawing attention to the fact that you think something about my body wouldn't be, appealing in the societal lens. Do you see what I'm saying? Even if you think you are contributing to that like yas queen, like real body culture, you can also be doing damage.
I know a couple people who are naturally very slight, some of whom have actually had genuine eating disorders or terrible body dysmorphia and have recovered from that, and who still get grilled constantly about like, oh my God, you're not eating enough. Oh my God, you're not eating enough. Oh my God, you're not eating enough. Completely ignoring the context, not only of the work that they've done to get out of a terribly dark and unhealthy place, but ignoring what their body is naturally, that they have no control over. All of this is to say, at worst, you are contributing to or causing an eating disorder or body dysmorphia. At best, even if you're leaving a compliment, you are potentially setting a standard for a person that they now feel like they must constantly maintain. There is no upside to going on the internet and commenting on someone's body. Not to mention the fact that even if you see someone post something and you give them the most glowing review of their body, you are still reducing them to just their physical appearance. And
Yes.
I understand that social media is a highly secular place where we are constantly filtering ourselves and presenting ourselves in usually the most physically appealing light, sometimes even to get those compliments, but that doesn't mean that it's healthy to get them. Just because people might be seeking your attention or approval does not mean that you should give it to them, and just because they're seeking it, thinking it will make them feel better, does not mean that it will. It is never a good idea to comment on someone's body in person, on the internet, ever. Even your best friend or your partner, it is a very delicate conversation that they should be taking the lead on. And you might think that you're doing a good thing. You might think that you have positive intentions, but the fact of the matter is your intentions don't mean anything. What is caused by your comment is all that matters. And if you send someone into a spiral, even with the best of intentions, your intentions don't change the fact that they're now spiraling because of what you said.
I love the point in this conversation of finding other things to pay people compliments for.
Hello.
Come on, like I understand how much of our world, especially the entertainment industry, is focused on physical appearance, but be more creative. Talk about how happy someone looks in a photo, compliment their outfit, compliment how their content makes you feel. Like if what you are drawing from someone's post is a thought about their body, again, just don't comment it. I love that she made that point in this video. The other thing that I just really want to drill home is don't only think about this point in the context of social media. I cannot tell you how many comments I have in my head from when I was even 18. Specifically with women, a lot of people don't talk about the different phases that like women's bodies go through from when they are teenagers to young adults to then even like mid-20s. A lot of people call it like second puberty, third puberty. I have definitely had the experience of clocking how when I was 16, 17, 18, the biggest thing anyone said to me was how skinny I was and complimented me. And again, I wasn't doing anything to be skinny at the time. That was just my metabolism. So it wasn't even a compliment worth giving, because it's not like I had expressed to the people around me that I was on this health journey that I was
Right.
really proud of. And I was,
complimented and
putting in a lot of
insulted.
work.
Like, oh, you're so skinny. That's so beautiful. Oh my God, you're so gangly. Don't you ever eat anything?
Exactly.
You don't have control over the fact that your metabolism was the way that it was at the time.
Exactly. And then, cut to my early 20s, I start gaining more weight because I am no longer a teenager. And the comments and compliments changed / more negativity came my way on social media. So I just think it's important to think of everything in context. And again, it's not just on social media, it's in person too. Don't make comments about, I would go so far as to say even your friends' bodies and physical appearances. Be more creative. Find other ways to uplift the people in your life and the people you support rather than commenting on their bodies.
These are all points that I think Ariana makes in this TikTok, but we wanted to decouple this conversation from Ariana or from celebrities or even like people of interest or whatever. Like, this is a hard and fast rule for everyone, regardless of their status, regardless of how many followers they have on social media, regardless of whether it is digitally or in person. Do not make comments about someone else's body.
I'm sure all of you watching can relate and can even think about, a comment someone said to you in middle school or high school.
And while I absolutely recognize that this conversation disproportionately affects women, this is not just about women.
No.
Because I have had so many people make untoward and uninvited comments about my body that have stuck with me for my entire life. Man, woman, child, adult, non-binary, trans,
Anyone.
online, in person. Don't talk about their body. Not to them, not behind their back. It's rude, it's stupid, it's uncreative, it's mean, it is causing damage that you cannot fathom. It goes more layers deep than you could ever recognize. Don't do it. Thank you.
Thanks. It's just so unnecessary. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. So fun.
Yay.
So light. Just light Sam and Ryan content, right? Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here.
And be brave. If you see someone engaging in this kind of behavior, use some of these talking points as you try to convince them not to engage in this kind of behavior, because no one wins from this. Don't talk about each other's bodies. As always, be sure to like and subscribe. And we will see you all next time.
Do we only speak in unison now?
Bye, Daddy.
What an uncanny valley ending.